relationship with a brand that we can go to them and say, wow, you've got such a track record here and a massive fan base. We think it's time for you to design something exclusively for us. And Vionic's actually been doing that for a while. This today's special value you can only find here at QVC. And while that gives me the presenter bragging rights, the more important reason that we mention that is because it means we get to decide what that price is for you. And look how affordable your today's special value is. And if you don't know how affordable it is in comparison, I can show you. But in the world of footwear, fashion footwear alone, a sandal at this value that's as cute as this is already a deal. But really, it should be closer to $80 because we actually shopped around on Vionic's website and found similar styles at $79.95. But because we're bringing it to you in quantities that we've designed for you, it's $66.48. But everything in my show is on 6 Easy Pays. And right now, these beauties are $11.08, fully adjustable from every point. So you can literally just put your foot right on it and adjust on top. For those who don't like the toe post sandal, this is ideal. And then from the side, looking at that platform, that's what you've asked for already. It may be familiar to some of you who have already purchased the High Tide. Now, we've got free shipping and handling today, actually on all things Vionic. So I call that, Liam, built-in buy more, save more. You know how usually we do $3 off if you pick up more than one.
That's right.
You're saving with free shipping and handling every time you pick up another style on this. And for those who go, we don't always do wides, we've got medium and wides available for you too. These are whole sizes only, so I just want to get this out of the way right now for those who are maybe shopping. What do we do if I'm a 7.5?
If you're a 7.5, go down to the 7. If you're on the half size, go down to the nearest whole size. So 7.5 down to 7, 8.5 down to 8. If you're on the whole size, no need to size down, just stay with that. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so the biggest question, of course, because we shop with our eyes first and we talk about podiatry later. We determine what color do we love, right? Now, I love how we have this broken down. We'll start right here at the top because our metallics have been, to no one's surprise, I'm sure, very, very, very popular. So we have the pewter, which I feel like needs a little bit of light love. Look at that.
There we go. Yeah, and I think it's a really beautiful, cool tone with that metallic, but the way it hits the light, it's absolutely beautiful. And I love sort of, how you've got that. We do have that embossing there, but it's a very subtle embossing.
Yeah, and that has the gunmetal hardware. Okay, next. And I feel like, I'm just like a lemming here, but all the hosts have been saying how much they love the rose gold, but I do too. So there's your rose gold.
That's right, and it does have that pinkish undertone to it, but it's also leaning a little bit towards a yellow gold sort of hue to it. So it's a little bit different. It's not a really pink rose gold.
All right, so then we have some solid kind of pops of color, and actually these three just in a row just make me so happy. It just says summer. So there is your red, which actually not dissimilar from the red in my shirt. So if you really like that, because we were talking about how it's not orangey and it's not too dark or a rust, it's just a great summer red.
Yep.
White, beautiful, wore it with my white pants. Okay, so we are technically, or for ordering purposes, calling this blue, but if you shop our jewelry, I'm calling it Sleeping Beauty turquoise.
It is, yeah, it is more of a turquoise color.
Right?
And you're not the first host to be calling that out. That
it's more of a turquoise. Where's the turquoise? You're
I get that
blue.
completely.
And we did that because we have another blue here. So that is your navy. And that navy obviously is going to have the navy base to it. So that's just tonal all the way through. Now, if you go, you know what, Jen, on any given day I'm wearing prints and solids and different colors and just give me something that's great neutral, well, we have it for you. That's the oat. But then I could also say the same for the black. So maybe you get one of the neutrals, a fun pop of color and or a metallic. It's on an $11 easy pay, so you can shop to your heart's delight. But, which one, the blue? Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't notice. Okay, so we're down to our final 1,300. In the blue, it's $320, and we're starting our countdown, so just so you know. So everybody's in a summer mood today.
And that's across medium and wide and sizes 5 through 12.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Oh, and do remember that, I'm glad you reminded me. We have sizes 5 through 12. I know we don't always have the 12s or even the 5s available. So, and if you are on the bookends, you have like the sizes that are often limited, please go to QVC.com, go ahead and place your order. We want to invite you in if you're brand new to this Vionic line. And I want to say this too, because I know we give the demonstrations and we talk about alignment and we talk about, people call in with their foot concerns. Even if you have no problem with your feet whatsoever, right? we can discard all of that information and just talk about how comfortable and stylish these are. I just don't want you to be deceived into thinking you have to have some kind of issues with your feet to love Vionic, because you certainly don't.
That's right. Look, I mean, I think you always sort of, the first thing, as you said, we start with our eyes. You know, the first thing that draws us to a pair of shoes is the style of them and that sort of thing, right? And then, you know, oftentimes you'll wear something that's beautiful and stunning to look at, and it's uncomfortable. You'll endure that.
Yeah.
But with Vionic, you're getting something that's really beautiful, stunning designs, impeccable materials, but then also having that podiatrist design technology. So you're getting that fantastic level of support underneath the foot. So you really are bringing in the best of all the worlds here.
Well, Liam, I love that we did it on the platform bottom.
Yeah, and I think that really does literally elevate the look of it. So it's so you know, I think a platform, if you've got a platform wedge there, I mean, it really just sort of heighten the look of it. And I think also the fact that it's a slide style also lends itself to being a little bit dressier as opposed to a toe post.
That's true.
But what we're looking at there is a nice little side profile of it, and that's really important to look at, because first of all, you can see that podiatrist design technology, that arch support that's sitting there that's going to help support the foot. But you'll also notice that yes, it is a platform, but your foot will be sitting nice and level. There's no pitch to it, and that's going to sort of give you the best of both worlds, in that you're getting the height, but you're not getting sort of, you know, what comes with that height oftentimes, which is a pitch and a lot of pressure on that forefoot. So really stunning design. What I also like is the fact that we've actually taken those straps all the way down on the midsole. So that's just giving it a much more sleek look. If I turn it that way there, you'll see it. If we were to sort of stop the straps here on the top area, it would look very boxy. So it's just adding a little bit more of a streamlined design. And the upper is beautifully padded. So it's when you put your foot in there, it's going to be supremely comfortable on the upper.
And it sits high up on the foot?
It does, and that's really important, because that means it's going to be more secure when you go through the walking motion. Your toes don't need to claw to try and hang on to it. So
you never step out of them.
And the way this upper is going to hold your foot in, that's what's going to make this one of the most comfortable pairs of Vionic sandals that you've ever worn before.
I mean, I thought we've hit the heights of comfort in the Tide, right? You know, because of the alignment, but I think it's because of the additional EVA that's in there, the additional cushioning, that gives me just like this energy return every time I take a step.
That's right, and that's that dual density footbed. So we put a softer density EVA around that ball of the foot area. So that's what is giving you that sort of, and I think Rachel Bosing mentioned, it almost feels like you're on a rocker profile. It's not built on a rocker profile.
Guiding you through your step.
Exactly, yeah. So it's really just following the contour of the way that you're walking.
Every color I see, I go, forget it, that's my favorite. Yeah. No, never mind, that's my favorite.
You're being very fickle today.
I'm sorry.
You're just sort of, turning over.
Yeah.
But, and the beauty of it, that midsole is actually EVA. So EVA is what we use in the midsole of a lot of those high-end running shoes. Yeah, that's right.
And then also, I think it's really important when you do anything with any level of height, I'm saying over an inch, you have to be able to counter that to some extent, you know, throughout the foot, so that you don't feel like you're leaning forward. We can give you all of the arch support in the world, but if you feel like you're leaning into your toes with every step, then we've completely canceled out any of the comfort that we tried to build in there. Now, right now, I'm going to give you one wild guess at home, which two are the most popular color choices. I kind of gave you that hint at the start of the presentation. It's pewter and rose gold. Our friends are in that summer mood, or maybe you're kind of listening to what Liam said, or you just inherently knew, that by removing the toe posts, remember that Tide, the flip-flop, and giving you a different way to wear basically the same bottom, we've elevated that look. So I can wear this sandal in every way that I would wear a flip-flop. I could wear it with a bathing suit, right? But I don't know that I would necessarily recommend it if you're wearing it with the cute floral dress that we showed you in our last Isaac show for a summer wedding. This one I would.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds for a lot of people. So get that pewter or the rose gold, maybe with the mindset of wearing it over summer on cruises or elevated events that you have coming up. And then think about the solid options. In fact, we'll go ahead and take you through the colors again.
Yep.
Think about the solid options maybe for more casual, right? It's completely up to you, but we haven't gone with any crazy prints or anything that might be prohibitive in what you're going to wear, just the colors that we know you're already going to love. So here it is in the red, and then you'll see that embossing, which gives it that really pretty sheen and texture. Here's the white, which I just kind of had to go to because white pants, but also because, I don't know, just to be able to do a white but not have the white bottom that I might be like, oh, is it going to get dirty and dinged up?
It's beautiful and fresh, though, the look of that white, and particularly with the contrast of that slightly darker footbed on all of these pop colours. I think that is such a stunning contrast of colour.
So pretty much every time we go through the colours, I'll give you another update on the Aqua. We now have fewer than, I called it the Aqua, blue. 1,200 remain. It's blue. Then we have the navy. Next up, is the oat.
That's right, and that's that perfect nude shade. So if you're wanting something that's completely 100% neutral, this is the way to go.
And then, please don't forget about this one. I mean, it's easy, to forget about black, but maybe throw that one into the cart as well. We have over 2,000 orders. Before we do any other demonstrations or anything, Liam, I just want to make sure everybody knows how you get in and out of this, right?
Sure.
Because it's not set at one height, because you have the hook and loop
That's
on
right.
both straps.
Exactly right. So you've got full adjustability on this. So if you have a higher instep or a lower instep, you can completely 100% customise the fit of this upper. And I think that's also a nice feature, particularly during the warmer months, because your foot shape can change. It can contract, it can expand. So it's a great way to just make sure you're going to be comfortable all day long.
All right, so we are seeing so many really cute summer looks, but like right now, kind of transitioning maybe, you're just wearing it with a lightweight sweater and jeans, but then seeing it with our maxi dresses and walking shorts. This to me checks all the boxes. Because yes, we're talking about that Vionic support, that podiatrist design, still has the APMA seal of acceptance, all the science. That, long story short, means at the end of the day, I'm not exhausted and my feet are still happy. If the first thing you do when you get home is kick off the shoes because you just can't take it, I think you're going to be surprised when you wear Vionic.
That's right. And look, that's always the ultimate goal that we have is, to think if you get home at the end of the day, if you're not thinking about your feet, then Vionic has done their job. There's enough stresses and strains in your life. You don't want you to be thinking about your feet or your uncomfortable shoes. We're just trying to take that out of the equation for you.
All right, so here's what I want to do. I know we have a phone call waiting. We're going to give you another demonstration on this alignment that we're talking about, but I want to give our friends at home an opportunity to just kind of go off to the computers. If you've got your mobile device, just use the QVC app or use your browser to get to QVC.com. You can call us if you prefer. While it's always fun to present Vionic footwear, frankly, sometimes I'm presenting them to you and they're $120 and $130. And in those cases, guys, I never say, you should get 3 different colors, right? But I'm looking right now at a price tag that we rarely see, especially with something more substantial of a look from Vionic of $66 and change. When we make it an easy pay of $11 and change, it's kind of a no-brainer to at least try. And certainly you can shop around too, but we did that for you. And comparable styles are $79.95. Today, it's $66.48. And we've even removed the shipping and handling to bring that to a straight up $11.08 on Easy Pay. Let us know what color, what size, what width, because remember we have medium and wide, and then just let us know if you want to go all in at 66 and change or if you want to break it down into 6 easy monthly payments. We invite all of you, even if you are brand new, use whatever card you use to shop anywhere else. Let's chat with Charlene, who's calling us from Oregon today. Welcome into QVC, Charlene. I'm here with Liam Burke. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to see these shoes.
Yay!
I can't wear thongs.
Okay.
And so to see these, it just made me so excited. I bought 2 pair. I bought the navy and the black.
Excellent.
And I'm a half-size person. And so when you said, it was really important to me when you said which way to go, whether to go up or to go down.
Yeah. It's quite counterintuitive with Vionic because a lot of brands do actually say to go up the half size, which is just how. And there's nothing wrong with those shoes. It's just how they've constructed it. But with Vionic, yeah, we go down the half size. Go down to the nearest whole size if you're on the half size. So I'm glad you caught that, and I'm really happy too that we've been able to bring you something without the toe post. Because look, I know toe posts aren't for everybody. So it's a great option to have this slide style. But I think also, Charlene, the slide lends itself to being a little bit dressy. I think it enables you to dress it up just that little bit more.
Absolutely. I think I bought the navy so I could dress up my jeans a little bit more.
There you go.
And I bought the black because, and actually I've got some navy skirts that those will go, just great with. And then black is just,
it's just a go-to.
An all-around piece.
Charlene, I do have one question for you.
I bought Vionic for years.
That was my question.
Shoes, slip-ons, clogs, and I had plantar fasciitis,
Sure.
and it just made it so much more comfortable.
Oh, wow.
That's great, and I'm glad we've been able to help you with that. And Charlene, have you worn one of our platform sandals before? Have you ever worn any of the sandals on this platform base?
No, and I'm really excited about it because it's not a really high platform.
No.
And the toe base is a little bit high too, and so I think that the actual shape of it does not push your foot up so high like.
No. No, your foot's sitting nice and level, so it's going to feel very similar under the foot to some of your lower Vionic styles if you've worn the Vionic sandals before. So it's going to feel very similar to that. With one exception is that we've actually put a dual density footbed. So there's actually a softer density EVA just underneath where the big toe sits. You can probably see my thumb sort of just sinking down into that, and that's what's going to make these really, really comfortable for you to wear. So they might feel a little bit different, but in a good way to some of the other styles that you've worn. If the feedback I've had today is any indication.
That's true.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Extra